Okay, this one is even, here's another one that's rough. There's, like, for example, information submitted to the board, there's no data on the information submitted, it's just soil logs, stormwater calculations. So, that all needs to get filled in, right?
Well, the site plan approval, I mean, I can put the date that it gets stamped in. The soil logs, there was no date on them.
Undated soil logs.
Yeah.
So what about the stormwater counts? Who did the septic system evaluation? Same thing with all the documents, the plans, the actual title of the plan, the date of the plan, the drawing number, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, it just seems to be pages of boilerplate and then things to be filled in.
Well, this is very curious. Guerriere and Halman did the plans, but the actual document is dated May 10th, 2015, but it doesn't say who prepared it.
The actual plan of what?
The actual stormwater plan, the post drainage areas, and
Well, it has to, look, you can't just
the
say,
pre and post drainage area plans are cited as being Guerriere and Halman Incorporated. The actual stormwater calcs have nothing on to say who prepared them.
is there a date?
There is a date.
Is there a sheet number?
No.
Is that the title of the drawing?
There's a
stormwater
post
calculation?
drainage and a pre drainage, so I'll fill that in.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
any information besides
Yeah.
stormwater calculations, that could be anything.
Betsy, can you make sure that you have project review fees in the standard boilerplate too, and not just in the limited site plan one?
And then on page 3, under B, Dave Conway, plans approved in the proposed stormwater system on.
On,
Yeah, that one too.
Yeah, I don't have his email, so I'll have to fill that in.
then on page 4, you say in the middle of the page, the board reviewed the draft decision, made some revisions to the draft, and voted to approve the revised decision.
It's gonna be 4 to nothing at some point.
Yeah, but it's just, trying, we're just hoping to see some, not so much revisions, it's just completeness.
I see.
So we don't really need a narrative in this case?
Well, isn't there sort of a narrative?
There is, yes,
Not
it's
really.
sort of like the 7 points for review, and then,
It's not really a narrative though, is it? That's just
It's
boilerplate.
not the, wait a minute,
Oh, well,
this is a
maybe it's.
discussion.
it's, is there a discussion? But I kind of
I
like the
guess.
7 points with the,
Yeah, I do too.
what you're actually looking at and the answers about each one of those
Right.
is
It's not
good.
really a narrative
But it's,
about the meeting. I
yes.
guess it's-
I mean, I can add the meeting minutes in there.
I mean, we
I
don't
just
need
can't
that,
remember,
I
I can't remember
suppose.
that it was that big a discussion. You know,
I
the
mean,
7
none of
points that
it.
we're allowed to review were taken care of. That's it.
But on page 3, you do say the board determined that the existing number of parking spaces was adequate for the seminary's needs, and then you say or not.
Well, this project requires the board to make a determination.
Right, but it's not gonna influence the number of parking places, right? This is
Right,
just, yeah.
right, they're not changing.
This is a somewhat different format
Yeah, quite
than,
different.
what we typically see. What we typically see is, decision, background authority, information submitted, discussion, findings.
Mhm. Right,
And
as
then-
opposed to
and
the
then
7
conditions.
points.
It's the same
finding.
format that's been used in a number of limited site plan reviews.
Okay, but I mean, it's what I think Sue was talking, or maybe it was Steve was talking about was what these 7 points are really findings.
Right, yeah, they are the findings, it's like the discussion almost, but
Right.
it's like the summary of the discussion.
Right. I mean, it works for me,
It
but
works for me too.
I don't
like it.
know that all the narrative discussion, I don't know.
The he
that we
said,
need
she
to-
said.
Need
Right.
to write War and Peace in every decision.
No,
I
that would be
bet
nice.
you Betsy.
I mean, it would make
brainstormed.
my life easier if
Yeah.
I didn't have that.
Yeah,
Um,
If we could, maybe this is a better format. where
Well,
we
maybe
just-
what we do is we refer to the minutes to be
Yeah,
incorporated
there's
in
no
the
point-
decision by
Save you a lot of
reference.
The problem is the
Something.
minutes aren't usually ready, by the time we're reviewing these. That may change.
Right.
yeah.
Well,
But
maybe
I
it's-
like the summary thing that you're doing.
Maybe it's discussion and findings.
Well, and in
Just nail
fact,
them.
for special permit and subdivision, again, it should be something similar to what we did with a couple of the special permit, particularly 255 Marion. I mean,
Yeah.
we were advised by council to have very specific criteria
Mhm,
and review that specific
Mhm.
criteria that's in the bylaw.
mhm.
Which is what this does. This
Right.
goes
Right.
point
Yeah,
by
I mean,
point.
it
Right.
lays out our purview, it lays out what the
But we
discussion.
have
and-
all site plan review is governed by our standards and criteria.
Exactly.
So that would actually make more sense if we just said, we reviewed the application in accordance with our standards and criteria
Mhm,
and made the following findings.
mhm. Right.
And then if anybody wants to read War and Peace, they can read our minutes.
Mhm.
But
Yeah,
that-
now the reason we used to do this, is Sue Haber's point was, she wanted people to be able to, 100 years from now, if Weston existed, to be able to see the reasons, the tone and timbre of what people were thinking about, what led to this decision.
A
And
chain of thought.
yeah, and, right, but to get the emotional thing, so she had, it was really quite.
So maybe we just think about it.
Well, no, I'm just saying that, is that now necessary if we're actually decent minutes
Right.
that could be referenced.
Are they captured in the minutes?
Right,
And is it detrimental to separate the minutes from the narrative? Is that what
yes,
you're saying?
yes, that's what I'm saying, is because we're sort of, we're doing.
You can
You're doing it
attach,
twice.
you could attach the minutes to
Yeah,
the
they could-
decision.
Right,
You're trying to take good minutes and then interpret it into a narrative.
Right.
Why not just
Yeah.
go to?
Because the minutes are the official,
right. But this is nice because it really does lay out what we're looking at,
And why?
why we came to that decision and, or that group decision.
Yeah, I think it
So I like
makes
it,
sense.
yeah, I think, yeah,
We can say discussion and findings or something like that and meld the two.
Yeah.
okay.
And, I mean, I think we need to think about that change in format because it's a slog going through all the.
Oh, yeah, it
the
is, it is,
salamanders.
Well,
especially when
it's
it's
long
like.
writing
I'm
it too,
sure
let me
is.
tell you.
Yeah, and especially when
You
it's
could
sort
spend
of
more
disjointed.
time on the other
yeah.
stuff.
David
Right,
said
right.
it's natural, we can't do it, and then Steve said it was an unnatural border, and, you know, and he's just like,
Right.
what?
And then at
So-
that,
Natural.
Going back to the number of parking spaces, what do we do about this?
Do
We
it
get
that
rid of
way.
it or not.
There's
Do we have to make a
117
decision?
parking spaces.
Right.
They're stating that they don't need any more, that they're
It's
not
not a change in
increasing.
enrollment.
Yeah,
Right, so you're gonna get rid of,
Right.
or not.
right.
So we can just get rid of the or not?
Or not, yeah, absolutely,
Well,
get
and we
rid
can
of it.
say they're not changing their enrollment, and
Mhm.
this is just,
All right,
you know.
works for me.
Mm-hmm. Yep, you get 7 minutes.
All right. Um,
Excuse me, Betsy. I have a quick question. When I send the minutes to you within like 1 to 2 days after the meeting, do you then send it to the board or how does that work?
How it's worked in the past is that I've reviewed them.
Okay.
There've been a couple of sets that I've gone through and reviewed. And Ann has reviewed some, and several sets have gone to the board.
Okay.
Now, we've only seen her first set if we started to make any revisions on,
Right.
and then we said, wait, we have to table this.
Right, and then
And
And
nothing
then
has
we put
happened
them on
since.
hold, and I went back and basically kind of waded through them and corrected.
Well, don't we have to vote on it?
We do have to
You
vote
do.
on it.
Yeah.
So we haven't seen any of those.
Right,
Yeah, so we need to,
okay.
Don't overwhelm us with them, just like maybe one.
Or
This is
or-
your,
or we'll have
this
to
is
do
gonna
the
be your
divide.
August reading,
It's gonna be the divide and conquer again.
yeah.
We don't
Yeah.
all have to look at all of them.
yeah, let's finish
Yeah, at
these.
this stage.
Let's finish
Okay.
this
So
decision.
I'm really
go?
happy with this.
No.
Oh, you ready?
Yeah. Well, with the changes of like getting rid of David's name back, you know.
And getting rid of or not.
Yeah, or not. And adding the actual information,
On the information
identifying,
submitted in drawings.
the identifying characteristics of the information that's missing. I don't know what that is.
Right.
Yeah. But on that note,
I move that we approve the certificate of action for limited site plan approval of Pope St. John, the 23rd National Cemetery, at 555 South.
Seminary.
Seminary, what'd I say?
Cemetery. They're not dead yet.
Get that in there.
But we're gonna be pretty soon, if we
Yes.
don't get out of here.
yeah.
Located at 558 South Avenue with the changes noted.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay.